Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm your host, Big Truck, here at the King's Table. I want to thank you for stopping by, checking out my videos. You could have listened to any other reaction video, but you chose mine. So I want to thank you. Hit the subscribe button. Leave your comments. Today, this video was sent to me, and first off, I want to thank my brother Thomas for this shirt. He made it himself. I am King. I love you, bro. Keep doing good work. One love. But here talks about relationships, and we do need to talk about that. We do need to have a conversation about relationships and about what happens when you break up, or what happens when it's gone, or does anybody take responsibility? I don't know. Men are more logic. Women think with their emotions. Without further ado, let's get busy. Let's spit fire.
Wants to be in a relationship, right? It's like, why am I going to keep dating and giving my energies to somebody like consistently, and if there's no end point, like what am I building towards? What is the point of it? But you know what, when we do that and we get taken advantage of, or men get complacent, like, oh, I got her, she's comfortable, the relationship.
I want to stop right there. She said men get complacent. Women get complacent too. That goes both ways. They get complacent. They get comfortable. Already throwing jabs at men already. Or maybe the men that you've dealt with or been with done this to you. Somebody hurt her. She already spitting venom. And see, when it comes to us men, Father's Day just passed. Send a shout out to all the fathers out there, even stepfathers out there. Much love and respect. Let's continue.
Might go left, and it's like we're now left to deal with our emotions on our own, right? We're left to deal with our emotions on our own. We have to pick up the pieces and get back to what we were on, and kind of like act like you never existed. And that heartbreak and that hurt is heavy.
Hold up. You notice she said we have to do all these things on our own. Uh, Men go through the same things too. Men bleed too. Men hurt too. Men have to pick up the pieces too. It's not always about you. Everything, put it to you this way. I can see if the man messed up in the relationship. I can see if the woman messed up in the relationship. But when it comes down to it, both parties have to pick up the pieces. Both parties have to do it on their own. But you know what? That's how it goes in relationships. Some work out, some don't. You look at what happened and you do the work.
Do you hear me? So it's like we sick and tired. We got sick and tired.
Men
I
are
know
sick
we're
and
trying to
tired
convince
too.
ourselves like single life, because at the same token, look at how many missed opportunities. Every female wants to be in a relationship.
Here's the thing. When we talk about relationships, this is why, big ups, rest easy, Kevin Samuels. Even he expounded on some things too. There's a lot of things that he says you agree with or disagree with. Hey, it is what it is. But for the most part, people say they communicate, but when it's really time to communicate, folk don't. A large number of folk don't. Just like a marriage. You say you in it, but as soon as the storm comes, you quick to throw in the towel and run. I experienced that on my own. And I'm going to tell you, it was hard. It was hard picking up the pieces to my life because of what was done and how it was done. When you're in a marriage, one person don't mess up. It takes two. But in the eyes of the other individual, the blame shifted towards me. Yeah, it was hard. You get tired sometimes. But guess what? That's life. You got to pick up and keep moving. You have to start addressing what you need. You have to start addressing what you like and what you can bring to the table. And if an individual cannot comprehend that, then you got to move on. Because this is textbook. This is simple. But one thing we're not going to do is sit up here and blame shift. Again, men are more logic. Women think with their emotions. I feel. It's either yes or no, you do or you don't, you will or you won't. Because sometimes what you feel, you can self-sabotage a good thing. And we're going to talk about it more. I got some videos too on that one. How people mess up because they haven't faced their fears and dealt with their past. And their past came back and sucker punched them, bust them square in the mouth. And they messed up their relationships. They destroyed their marriage single-handedly and don't even realize what they've done. Nobody's perfect. We all got issues. That's why there's counseling, not just relying on spiritual healing, but you need counseling to help deal with those things that trigger you. Because if those things that were done trigger you, that means you ain't dealt with it. Because if a person has dealt with their past and got help counseling to help deal with them things, they wouldn't be easily triggered. Catch it. But just like the sister here, well, person here, what you tired of? Have you stopped and looked at yourself? Why you keep attracting ain't shit men? The good man, he's the friend. The good men don't even get an opportunity. But you give Pookie and Ray Ray the opportunity, and as soon as they hurt you or break your heart, then you want to run to the good man. But oh, don't let that good man get taken. Now it's really a problem. You mad at the good man because he's supposed to be in there waiting on you. Don't happen that way. You know I'm saying something real because this happens. Very few speak on it. But here at the King's Table, we talk about it. We get down to the root of it. And that's what we need to have more and more and more. Men conversations. Men continuously waking up. Men seeing it for what it is now. Since a woman walking around, I'm a boss, I don't need no man, I'm this, I'm that. That's fine. We're going to let y'all have it. And now you're seeing the downfall because the men ain't checking for them. The men ain't looking for them. Either the men going elsewhere, whether it be to another race of woman, or going on their own way and getting their stroll on solo. But they're not checking for you. They're not calling you. They're not taking you out on dinner dates. No text messages. Yeah, it gets real cold when you're lonely. But when you had the opportunity or you had it, you messed it up. Don't ask for something you're not ready for nor can handle. With that being said, I'm out, Kings. Go out there and be the best version of yourself. Enjoy living your best life. Shalom.